Welcome inside the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. We're finally coming to you live after some brief technical difficulties. Adrian Bulldogs hosting Trine University. They've taken a 2-1 lead here early on in the first set, trying to serve. Calvin Keys here with you alongside Brett Carlisle. Volley going on at the moment. This one's set well, and a miscue there from Mallory Doro, trying to lightly touch that one around the blocker that was right in her face, but it ended up on Adrian's own half. Brett, what are some things that you think the Bulldogs need to do to fall into a rhythm here early on in this match?
Hey, Calvin. Good to be on stream with you. We kind of flop roles here. I'm over here on director as well. So sorry, folks, about the technical difficulties, but what I'd like to see from Adrian tonight is they need to attack all night long. This Trine team is very good. Both teams are pretty even in record, so it's going to be a pretty great matchup, but we're seeing here now Trine's getting a little bit of a roll, and kind of need to see Adrian just take over and possibly get points of their own.
Yeah, that shot perfectly picked out the back left corner of Adrian territory. Set here, attack coming. Misplayed by Kaylee Cornell in blue, and that will give the Bulldogs a point to tie it up at 3 apiece. First substitutions of this match taking place as Doro heads off, replaced by Lana Cox. First home game of the season for the Adrian College Bulldogs, hosting Trine, making the trip up from Angola, Indiana. Attack coming, a nice block there from Adrian. Set again, they'll try the other side. That one caromed off of the arms of Amber Morris, trying to block the Trine attack, and went out of play. 4-3 the score in Trine's favor. Great atmosphere here in the Marilat. Great crowd of the Adrian College student body coming out to support the Bulldogs here tonight as this one's set to the far side. Booming attack that will be bounced right back over by Trine. Set again, and a beautiful kill there from Megan Feldman. Stay tied at 4. Bulldogs coming into this matchup with a 7-5 record. Should be a close match here tonight as Trine coming in with a 6-5 mark. This one served deep into Thunder's half. Misplayed by Manjaris that time. 5-4 advantage for the Thunder as Cheka Query will come in, replacing Mira Finnegan. Now it's the libero, Casey Van Kalker, to serve. Bulldogs looking to return it as blocked. Nice play there over the net by Trine. Extend their lead to 2. Thunder were ranked 4th in the MIAA preseason coaches poll. Bulldogs were ranked 5th. Trine quickly building a bit of momentum here, up 2. Nice save there. Haley Farrell keeping the play alive. Can Trine put something together? Another nice dig. Across now. Morris on the attack. Bounces out of play. Point goes to the Bulldogs.
I really like that, Calvin. That was a nice kill by Adrian College there. It's really threw Trine off and obviously went out of bounds.
Things have been close here early on in the first set of action. Coming to you live on Adrian College TV. That attack skipped off the net, and then that was Amber Morris, the junior out of Rochester Hills, with the kill. Tie game. Service coming. Beautiful dig there from Battle, and sets up a thundering attack from Trine. Couple of changes being made now as Jocelyn Battle will head in, accompanied by Joey Van Meter. And Battle will provide the service. Senior out of Lowell, Michigan. Sends it over. A nice dig from Manjaris to keep it alive. Trine able to get a piece. Now set here for Van Meter. Getting under it is Dobies. Adrian hard pressed to get that return through the antenna. One of the longest volleys we've seen in this game so far. Soft little tip shot there from Morris. Manjaris again getting under it. Shot across and just out of play, so Trine comes out on top after a lengthy volley there, Brett.
Yeah, and we saw a great concentration by both teams there, but Trine just came out on top. Ball was just slightly outside for that kill for Adrian.
Those are the type of volleys that really build you momentum. When it's back and forth for that long, and as soon as I say that, Trine not able to get the serve over the net.
Right, you had that commentator jinx that Trine just knocked it out of bounds on their own serve, so now Adrian with the ball back. Let's see if they can get a couple points in front and go in front of Trine.
It'll be Morris again with the service. Sends it over. Great dig from the libero, Van Kalker. Return now. Set on for Mallory Doro. Chance now for Battle. Bulldogs heading across nicely, keeping the play alive. Back into the middle, softly sent back over by Trine. Bulldogs get a fortunate bounce and the point to boot. As soon as one of the teams have gained an advantage, they've quickly been countered by the other as we stand all square at 8 apiece in the first set. Dig from Morris. Across again for Doro. Attack coming. Scrambling to keep it alive is Farrell. Bulldogs manage to keep the ball in play. And then just a masterful shot there from Van Meter, who saw the chink in Adrian's armor, found the open space, and found the finish.
Yeah, and a beautiful kill by Trine. Couldn't really ask for a better point, honestly. Let's see if they can keep it up and take on a few more points against the Bulldogs.
Sometimes you're better off going for placement than power, as we saw there. Adrian looking to return the favor. Attack coming. Manjaris. That had a lot of heat on it. She got underneath it, but it was sent flying out of play.
That was a good attempt by the Adrian defender to dive down and try and keep it in play, but unfortunately went out of bounds after she hit it.
Yep, good effort from Manjaris. Bulldogs get it back over. Racing after it to play it back over is Trine. That one came awkwardly off the chest of Battle and hits the deck. 9-10. Trine leading at the moment as Destiny Johnson comes in for Adrian. Bulldogs head coach David Kwan providing some instruction for his team, drying off the floor a bit. Always a bit perilous when it does get a little bit slippery out there, Brett. Want to make sure that it's a dry playing surface.
Yeah, volleyball, one of those sports, so technical, and so injuries can happen at any time, and it can happen in any sport, but volleyball is one of those ones, you're diving all over the place, and you got to make quick cuts to get to the ball.
Thackeray subbed out after she wasn't able to get her serve over the net. Faults there. Manjaris the dig, set for Johnson, swing and a miss. As we mentioned, David Kwan, the head coach of this Adrian team, 11th season with the Bulldogs, has led them to 2 conference semifinal appearances. He's coached 7 All-MIAA honorees, 2 first team, and 5 second team selections.
Incredible resume for the coach.
Morris underneath, played back for Doro, deep onto Trine's half. Set again for Doro. And it is blocked by Mira Finnegan in the right place at the right time. Trine with the biggest lead of this first set, up 13-9.
Yeah,
forces Adrian to call timeout now as well.
College calling a timeout, and I kind of figured that was going to be coming here as they really needed to reset.
Yep, as Adrian calls the timeout, we will step aside for a commercial break and be back in a few moments.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee and Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Back here at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, women's volleyball coverage here on ACTV. Adrian Bulldogs hosting the Trine Thunder. Thunder have sprung away for a 4-point advantage in the first set, up 13-9 at the moment. The latest of their points coming from Jocelyn Battle's block on the potential attack from Adrian. So Bulldogs head coach David Kwan calling a timeout to give his team a chance to regroup, Brett.
Yeah, and I really liked the call by James Kwan to call a timeout, regather his team, and see if we can put some points up on the board.
And right out of the timeout, a thundering kill from Amber Morris, rising up to smack it down. Another change taking place. The freshman out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Megan Feldman, making an entry. Farrell to serve. Over. Under it is Jolliffe. Sent across and way out of bounds there. The attack came from Joey Van Meter that time. Bulldogs closing the deficit a bit. Adrian on the attack. Dig coming from Campbell. And straight into the net that time from Jolliffe. Adrian just trailing by 1 point now. We were talking about David Kwan on the other side of the break. Wise decision to call a timeout. His team has come out stronger, had a chance to calm their nerves a bit. First home match of the season for Adrian, as Farrell sent that one directly into the net. Fault off the serve. Head coach David Kwan, his previous experience includes serving as the head coach at Defiance College for nearly a decade. He was named HCAC Coach of the Year back in 2003 at that location, and then prior to working there, he was an assistant at Humber College in Canada, helping bolster the men's team at that school to a top 4 finish in the Ontario Colleges Athletics Association Championships and an unbeaten record. He's joined by assistant coach Parker Sines. So Kwan, a lengthy resume around the sport of volleyball. Manjaris hit back over awkwardly, whatever works. Pushed forward again. Farrell under it. Light touch from Morris. Set. Attack coming. Farrell getting underneath that hit from Ulring. And sprawling out to try to get it to it, but couldn't quite, was Rachel Campbell.
And that was a good play by her. And a good effort by trying and get down and get the ball, but it was just a good kill by Adrian.
Absolutely. Lana Cox providing service this time. Point here would level the score. And it will be a bit off target. Another fault. We've seen a lot of issues on the serve so far, Brett. Perhaps maybe seeing some mental errors from Adrian.
I think it just might be a little nervousness here in the first set, but it should start to go away, and we'll see a lot of better serves from our girls.
Talk about a masterful serve there. Olivia Jolliffe, and Jara's trying to get down for it, but really had some nice topspin on it, dipping down to the floor quickly. This time Manjaris will get to it. Far side now. Attack from Morris, who's been playing a heavy role as an outside hitter. Return from Trine is too strong. Point to the Bulldogs. 16-14 Trine leads if you're just joining us. Women's volleyball action here from the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center here on ACTV. Calvin Keys joined by Brett Carlisle. Our camera operator is Forrest Vernier. Manjaris high in the air. Bulldogs nearly met a roadblock, but Feldman somehow able to get it through. Those are always intense moments when the ball hovering in the air, both teams getting up for it. Serving now is the libero, Casey Van Kalker, out of Dyer, Indiana. Feldman blocked. Great play by the Trine front line to prevent Adrian from returning the ball.
Yeah, that was a beautiful blocking by the Trine Thunder, and Adrian just wasn't going to get anything past.
Absolutely tough to deal with some of that height that Trine presents hanging over the net. Another untimely error from Morris. That will yield another point to the Thunder.
That was just unfortunate. Sorry, Calvin.
Oh, you're fine. Continue.
That was just unfortunate. And here we're going to be calling another timeout for Adrian College, it looks like. So
another instance where David Kwan wants to provide some instruction, settle his team down a bit. We'll be back in a few moments with more first set action from Marillac. Back at the Marillac Sport and Fitness Center, Trine preparing to serve after they were able to record several points in succession. Another great serve. Bulldogs keep it alive, heading towards the bench area of Adrian College. And it's 20-14 now for Trine. Of course, in volleyball, playing a best-of-3 game. Each set they play to 25 points. So 5 more points required by Trine unless Adrian can make a comeback. Necessary that have to win by 2 in each set. Great athleticism, but not quite enough to keep the ball in play from Cox. Hitting the deck for it. Love to see that commitment. Didn't quite pay off that time.
It was a good effort to lay out for it, but obviously it just came up short and went into the net.
Set high in the air, just getting it over is Feldman. That time, Trine's blockers not able to keep it on Adrian's half. Takes a carom off their outstretched arms and out on the Trine side of play. Now Maddie Peters, junior out of South Lyon, will serve this one. Deep into Trine's half. Set here, light little touch, bit of trickeration from Cheka Query that time. Dig coming from Cox. Attack coming from Morris and just inches outside of the boundary.
That was a good attempt by Morris, and unfortunately it just came up short of the line. Almost inside though. Would have liked to see that for Adrian, but Trine up 22-15 now.
Jocelyn Battle serving. Manjaris. Set that time for Kayla Chan. Registers her first kill of the night.
That looked beautiful by Chan. That was well set up for her to kill the ball down into the open zone of Trine. And they tried to return it, but put a little too much heat on it for her to return it back.
Yeah, that was really the ideal setup for Adrian. Had the bump, the set, and then the attack was on point as they'll register another point to their credit on that volley. And trying to close down the gap here. Don't want to fall behind early. Trine looking to take a set lead if they can record 3 more points. Set from Battle. Attack from Van Meter. Stayed on Trine's side. It was also ruled, I think, that she made contact with the net. So 18-22. Bulldogs to serve. Amber Morris again. Bit of confusion for Trine here. Their coach, Jamie Wozniak, redirecting their location ahead of the serve. That one behind Query, just manages to get it over. And then it's another attack from Chan.
And that miscommunication for Trine not getting that kill over that like they wanted to made it set up for Adrian so they could get a kill on their side, and it resulted in a point.
Yeah, I mean, I think Trine looked discombobulated on that previous rally, and even before the serve came, they were just out of sorts a little bit. Manjaris couldn't get a clean touch. Now she'll send it over. Set again, drop shot that time from Query. Bulldogs keep it alive. Manjaris racing after it. Point awarded to Trine. Bit of confusion here. Not exactly sure what the call is. Coach Kwan telling his team to just press on, not get discouraged there as the call goes against them. Point to Trine, now on the verge of capturing a victory in the first set. Rachel Campbell. Playing it over quickly was Farrell that time. Farrell to set. Chan. Another killer attack from Kayla Chan.
Kayla Chan on a hot streak right now. Let's see if she can keep it up.
Making it difficult for Trine to get under the ball. She's really varied the direction that she's went on her attacks. Does well to keep Trine guessing, but that time Adrian was their own worst enemy as Emma Thackeray's serve came up short. Sophomore out of Trenton, Michigan, couldn't get it over the net. Trine looking to capture the first set match point for them, or set point rather. Ollring, a crucial serve. Set across. After it is Doro. Set here. Manjaris the dig. Back across. Trine splaying out for it. Bulldogs stay alive here in the first set.
That was beautiful by Adrian, causing a second set point to be caused now, and let's see if they can bring it back with their own serve.
Well, they've had trouble serving. Haley Farrell's had quite a few of them, so it's really crucial that she plays it safe and gets good height on this one over the net.
I love I love Adrian not quitting on this set, even though they're down by 3 and it's second set point.
No quit in these Bulldogs. Doro pushed across to Trine's half. Attack this time. That came from Van Meter. Just like that, only a 2-point difference as she sent it out of play. Farrell again to serve. Pressure mounting against Trine as Adrian quickly closing the deficit. Another good serve from Farrell there. Trine can't push it past, and now they have one more chance to win by 25. Adrian. Of course, the rule being that you have to win by 2, so this one really coming down to the wire, Brett.
And we see Trine take a timeout to cause a fourth set point.
We'll be back with that fourth set point after a brief commercial break.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more. Adrian College is looking for leaders.
Back at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, where the Bulldogs bringing this first set right down to the wire. Trine had quite a hefty advantage, but now it stands at 24-23. Adrian trying to mount a bit of a comeback here. Fourth set point. Farrell will serve. She's been successful on 3 in a row. Trine needing one more point to capture the first set. Adrian trying to keep them at bay and mounts a comeback. Set here. Great dig from Morris, who will play it just short and that will provide a first set victory to the Trine Thunder. Disappointing for Adrian, but in the end, you love to see that heart to stay with it, even when you're up against it late in the set.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate for Adrian, but that just shows they have a lot of fight in them, and this second set's going to be good.
Teams switching sides right now as we will have a 3-minute hiatus before we return to play, and we watch the second set unfold here on ACTV.
Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Welcome back to the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. Calvin Keys here with you alongside Brett Carlisle.
Adrian.
It's the home opener for the Adrian women's volleyball team, but they're up against it here at the start. Fell in the first set 25-23 to the Trine Thunder. Brett, what were some positives you saw from Adrian, and what are some things you'd like to see them improve on heading into the second set?
Well, Calvin, I really like to see Adrian just calm down when they're on the serve. They've made too many crucial errors. A lot of Trine's points came from errors on their serves, and they had a couple aces, which was good, and Trine couldn't return them, so that was a positive, but Adrian just needs to slow down on their serves and take their time and send it over the net and get something, try and get something set up and then return it back to them.
Absolutely. It was really uncharacteristic. We saw Haley Farrell, one of the best Bulldogs at providing service, made several faults. She posted 26 aces last season, so, I mean, things really went better for her as the set went on, and hopefully that trend can continue if the Bulldogs want to have success here in the second set. Really a crucial set to win because you don't want to go down 2-0 off the start of the match. Both teams still conversing. That's Trine's coach, Jamie Wozniak, providing instruction to Casey Van Kalker, trying to work some things out. It was a strong first set for the majority of the duration for Trine, but saw a bit of issues at the end, nearly coughed up their lead at the hands of Adrian.
Yeah, and it was that miscommunication that really kind of destroyed their bigger lead, and Adrian got the serve back, and then they just prevailed, scoring 5 straight points, and then obviously came up short, but Trine's got to be more careful in the second set.
Yeah, it's easy to get overconfident when you have a big lead like they did, and it's just important to really take care of business and finish things out strong. To start this second set, service will come from Kaylee Cornell, junior setter out of Lafayette, Indiana. Attended McCutcheon High School. Cornell. Set here. Attack coming from Adrian. Trine able to get under it. Manjaris. Back over. Farrell. Feldman. Soft touch there. That one was short from Catherine Dobies. And first point of the second set goes to the Bulldogs.
That was a good play by Adrian. Obviously keeping it from going out of bounds after they blocked it and keeping the set alive, and Trine just couldn't knock it over the net.
Usually seems like in volleyball the name of the game is trying to really outlast your opponent and show better endurance, and that's what Adrian did on that point. And they'll do it again here to take a 2-0 lead off the start.
Well, that's good adversity by Adrian. It's really nice to see them staying up with this Trine team as they've struggled in the past with them. Obviously last year in the MIAA tournament, they took it all the way into 5 sets, but before that, they really struggled.
Racing after it there was Cox. Bulldogs need to get this one back closer to the net. Bumped over by Manjaris. Spike coming with real power from Jolliffe. Couldn't quite get it over. Works hard to get it between the antenna there. And then a block at the net from Query. Cheka Query, sophomore out of Midland, Michigan. Attended Midland Dow High School. Dow and my neck of the woods, Brett, back in the mid-Michigan area.
Yeah, you're from Mount Pleasant, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, we played against them in pretty much every sport. Dow has a great athletics program. Saw some of the skill and talent they've produced over the years from Query as she got the block.
Little miscommunication by Trine there. They really couldn't detect where the ball was going to fall at.
Yeah, and it looks like Query was almost trying to dry that spot on the paw of the Bulldog logo there near midcourt. Dries it a bit there, perhaps maybe a bit of slippage that caused the miscue from Trine on that previous point. Maddie Peters providing the serve. Set again. Took a hard bounce off of Peters. Attack from Cassidy Victor. Victor, an outside hitter, sophomore out of Fraser, Michigan. Really tough to return when the ball is coming at you at that type of speed for Maddie Peters. Farrell. Chance again. Adrian, great resiliency to keep it alive. Trying to look for the back corner. That time was Morris, just outside according to the judge.
Yeah, now we're looking at a 3-3 score. Adrian really got to find something, dig deep, and take away the serve from Trine.
Query serving again for the Thunder. All square at 3 right now in the second set. Trine won the first, 25-23. Looks like we have another close one in the cards here. Error from Jolliffe gives the Bulldogs their first lead of this match in either set. Serve coming from Morris. Sent across. Attack came from Dobies. Back the other way. And earning the point there was Doro, who records the kill.
That was a great play by Adrian. Really no technical difficulties by them there. They served it, got it over, try and send it back, and they just had more in the tank.
Set again. And earning the point for the Thunder that time was Bethany Ulring. Caromed horizontally off the arms of an Adrian blocker and out of bounds. So crucial as a blocker to make sure when the ball deflects off your arms that it goes back to the opponent's side instead of ending up in your own half after the contact. Serve coming Manjaris with the dig, and wasn't quite able to connect truly with it was Mallory Doro. May have hit the outside of her hand, scuffed at it a little bit. Serving now, Jocelyn Battle, and that's a fault. Too much power on out of play. And Brett, I actually see a VIP just outside of the doors of the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. That's our mascot, Bruiser, being taken for a walk right now. Wanted to check out the volleyball action going on tonight.
Bruiser going to try and come into the Marilat, or he's just watching it from the outside, it looks like.
I think this crowd would go ecstatic if Bruiser made an entry.
Everybody would go ecstatic. Everybody loves that dog so much. And
I know I do.
Adrian College live mascot. Not a lot of people have live mascots, so I mean, it's not as cool as the LSU Tiger that's they have down there, but Bruiser's still pretty cool.
I don't know. I think Bruiser could take on the LSU Tiger any day.
Down in the bayou.
Farrell up again. Doro with the attack. Lightest of touches was all it took from Madison Dominic out of Swartz Creek, Michigan. A little bit of trickeration there. Other team expecting a strong attack. Instead, just take a slight touch to send them off kilter.
And that's what you got to do. You got to play some trickery too. Everybody's expecting a hard spike kill to come, but then once you get a little bit of trickery in with a light touch, it fools the defense.
Once you have your opponents guessing, makes it a lot easier to score some easy points. Led the Bulldogs in digs last season as their defensive specialist, and she showed off her athleticism tonight. Van Kalker tipped over again. Dig from Peters that time. Back on Tride's side of the playing field. Set again by Farrell. Lengthy volley here, one of the longest we've seen in this second set. Will continue as Peters got another dig. Doro the attack. Van Kalker under it. Bulldogs still able to handle it. Mincharas will bump it over. And Trine sends it out of play. After a marathon of a volley, Adrian crosses the finish line first.
And that's what you like to see, is a long volley and then your team comes out on top. It gives you so much momentum after all the hard work that you just went through to get that point. And now we're just seeing Adrian with the adversity to stay in front in this set.
It's difficult mentally, isn't it, when you put in that amount of work and can't score the point. Difficult angle there for Madison Dominic. Of course, one of the pivotal rules of volleyball, have to put it between those two red and white antenna. When you're hard pressed in an acute angle, difficult to put it back over, and that time Trine came up short. Farrell served deep into Trine's half, and another sloppy start. Minjaris trying to get under it. Point goes to Adrian. Violation against Trine. What do you think went on there, Brett? I didn't really have a good look at it.
You know, honestly, and we have a timeout by Trine here. We'll stay here, though. I think it was just that I think she either crossed the line underneath or maybe she touched the net and interfered with it, so it may have given a little bit of a point towards Adrian College there, and the referee just didn't like what or the umpire didn't like what he saw.
I will say, a phenomenal atmosphere here inside the Marilat right now. It's a blackout here tonight. A lot of black in this crowd. Fans coming out to support their women's volleyball team. As we mentioned, it's the home opener. Lots of students coming out. They've been rowdy, getting a lot of cheers going. And it's been a fun night so far. I love what we've seen from Adrian. Down early in the first set, put together a bit of a comeback that fell a bit short, and now 4-point lead here in the second set, Brett.
Yeah, they're looking good out there on the court, and Adrian fighting tooth and nail to get back even with sets, down 1-0 against the Thunder. Well, like I said, both teams, one 7-5, the other 6-5. It's going to be an even matchup tonight.
Absolutely. Always interesting to see whether teams can carry the momentum coming out of the timeout. It's a bit of a break, but important to keep your concentration and power through. And, you know, sometimes difficult to play with the lead, as we saw from Trine. Important to stay focused here. Up 4 points is Adrian. Farrell will serve. Good start for David Kwan's team in the second set. Error from Campbell. That serve had some real movement on it, and Rachel Campbell not quite able to track the ball.
Yeah, we're watching Adrian just pull away slowly now. They have the serve, and Trine's just really got to figure something out to get back into this game.
Still early, a lot of work to do. Dig from Van Kalken. Back across. Minjaris for Feldman, and yet another point. The kill from the freshman.
And that was beautiful for the Bulldogs. Up 6 points now. You have a comfortable lead, but you don't want to get too comfortable. I say 12 points is a better lead than 6.
Farrell to serve again. She's really caught fire from the service position, and Trine will win a point back.
That was just a nasty spike. I saw that from here on the little tiny screen I'm watching, and that was kind of just unreturnable.
Absolutely nothing Manjaris could do about that one. Dominic putting full power behind that attack. Led to a much-needed kill for Trine as they're trailing by 5 right now. But then Adrian firing right back, making it a 13-7 game in the second set. Bulldogs are fired up. Crowd is fired up, getting behind them. This time service will come from Lana Cox. Van Kalken set this time for Jolliffe, and Trine will get the point.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate for Adrian. Good block, but it just fell out of bounds, and the point went to Trine.
Yep. Destiny Johnson trying to dry some of the moisture on the court right there. She led Adrian with 48 blocks last season and was third on the team with 158 kills on 369 attacks for a percentage of .271. Farrell the set. Adrian blocked, but they'll stay alive. Feldman returns it. Set again. Jolliffe laying out for it. Maya Manjaris, great display of athleticism. Trine will be hard-pressed to get this back over, but they will. Ulring returning it to the Bulldogs' side. Great fake, but Feldman lacking the accuracy with that attack.
That was a good volley. I really liked it. Good save by Adrian there, but they just couldn't come out on top, and Trine got the point. Down 13-9 now.
Serve from Kaylee Cornell. Dig from Morris. Amber Morris again, the drop shot perfectly placed right in the middle of all the Trine players, and maybe it was one of those looks where didn't really know who was going to go after it, bit of confusion, and Adrian scores. (14-9) how things stand. The libero Manjaris taking it. Jolliffe. Farrell for the Bulldogs. Sets it up for Morris. Morris again. Bounces onto Trine's side after the attempted block. Set again by Farrell. Feldman knocking it again. Feldman, so much power on that attack, but kind of has to keep it under control as they've been a bit wild the last couple of hits for her and outside of the boundaries on her last 2 attempts. Jolliffe the service. Farrell. Morris.
Yikes, that had some power behind it. We heard it up here.
Yeah, we could definitely hear the sound when that ball hit the floor. Amber Morris put some mustard on that attack. Now it's Maddie Peters. Serve coming in. Van Kalken gets in the way. Peters, a miss hit. Great bounce back effort by Lana Cox. Adrian will keep the volley going against all odds. Morris took a very fortunate bounce off the net and to the far side. Trine couldn't quite get there.
Hey, you take the points you can get, right? I mean, coming off the net like that, you really like to see that, and Adrian fell in Adrian's favor.
I think that play really aligned with the age-old saying, they don't ask how, they just ask how many. Adrian's not going to question it. They'll take the points. Manjaris, great dig. That one nearly hit the basketball hoop on the ceiling. Coming off of the dig from number 17 in black. Trying to return. Manjaris again, splaying out for it, but it's all for naught as Farrell knocks it into the net and downwards.
I really like the play by Farrell to try and get it across the net right there, but maybe a set would probably have done better. Just a little too eager, but nothing you can't get back.
You love to see the confidence to try those types of creative plays, though, Brett.
Yeah, I do like to see those a lot. And see right there, they got the point right back. So It's going to be their serve now, and no harm done.
Absolutely, David Kwan trying to add some correction for Haley Farrell. He liked the idea on that last play, but just needed a bit different execution. Amber Morris, Van Kalken, dig, spike coming, and blocked at the net as Cassidy Victor went on the attack, and nothing doing.
Home opener for Adrian College tonight. They got another one coming up soon in a couple days, and they're playing against Alma College. So
playing on Saturday at 11 a.m. That's their next match. Trine will score the point. I thought you were talking about the home opener in a different sport. Thursday night, ACHA men's D1 hockey. First home game of the season. I'll be on that game with my co-commentator, Alex Herman. I cannot wait. I've been waiting for that one for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys came in here as hockey commentators, but it's good that I like to see you branching out and everything. I know he likes to just focus on hockey more, but it's good to see one of you branch out and come into these different types of sports.
Absolutely. Love watching volleyball. It's very action-packed. Exciting to watch. Makes it even more exciting with the kind of crowd and the kind of noise generated in the Marilat here tonight.
I do like women's volleyball just a little bit more than the men's because they have longer volleys and it makes it more interesting as well. Whereas in men's, it has long volleys, but usually it gets resolved quickly because of how hard they can spike it.
Is it fair to say, men's volleyball a little bit more power-based, where women's volleyball a little bit more teamwork, technique going into it?
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, these girls can hit power.
Absolutely.
No problem, but yeah, just a little bit more skill-based technique. It just lasts longer. More volleys. It just makes it more entertaining.
Yeah, not taking away from the power they're able to hit it with on their attacks either. I would be pretty afraid to try to stand in the way of those type of hits. As we see another one from Trine there, just perfect technique, knocking it down to the court with ease. Adrian leading 20-13. They've come out with a strong performance here in the second set. Rachel Campbell serving. Sent back into play by Doro. Set again, and behind that one was Jocelyn Nichols.
Thought she had a little bit more hang time in there, and it just fell right behind her. Unfortunate for Trine, but beneficial for the Bulldogs.
Yep, Adrian needs 4 more points to capture the second set victory and tie the match up at 1 set apiece. Still some work to do. Haley Farrell, junior out of Orland Park, Illinois. Set across again. And Jaros keeping it alive, saved. Feldman blocked. Adrian continuing onward despite some setbacks. Set again. And Trine will score the point, as tough to tell whether that one stayed in play or not, but either way came off the arm of an Adrian player in the trajectory.
And those balls are definitely tough to determine down on the court if it's really close or not, especially on a fast spike like that.
Doro records the dig. Now she'll have a chance on the attack. It goes out.
Adrian's really got to be careful here. They don't want to start slipping up like Trine did late in the first set like the Thunder had.
Yeah, it took the words right out of my mouth. Don't want to create a similar scenario that we saw in the first set, especially down a set already. Farrell Johnson, she is blocked by Cheka Query. The sophomore with some impenetrable defense.
I would expect a timeout to be called by David Kwan here if Trine scores 1 or 2 more points.
Van Kalker, the libero, sending it over. Farrell set to the near side. Getting under that one was Campbell. Farrell set again. Another attack, and this time it will end in a point. Mallory Doro makes it 22-16 Dogs.
And I love the adversity by Kwan to not call a timeout. I knew he was thinking about it, but he was like, trusted his girls to get the job done and score that point.
Yeah, belief in his team. It's huge. Serve coming, courtesy of Cox. Destiny Johnson the block. Did a lot of that this season and gets another one there. 2 blocks in the same volley for Destiny Johnson. And sent over with a lot of power. Point going to Adrian. Trine lobbying that it went off the arm of a Bulldog. Several fans making that same argument, but Bulldogs will record the point, 2 away from a second set victory. Serving again is Cox. Miss hit inexplicably by Casey Van Kalker. Adrian on the verge.
Set point for the Bulldogs here on their own serve.
Can Cox keep her hot streak going? Huge dig. Battle. Hit over, out of play. Bulldogs win the second set. Tied up now 1-1 in this match. It's still anyone's game here going into the third set, Brett.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful play by Adrian, and honestly, they played really well that second set, and you'd like to see that more in the third set.
So the teams will switch sides, and we'll head on over to a commercial break. Third set action in just a moment.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. And the relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Back at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, getting geared up for third set action after Trine captured the first set of play, 25-23. Adrian had a more dominant victory in the second, 25-16, able to bounce back. Now heading into the third, who do you think will be able to come out on top, Brett?
Well, fights and determination, it could be anybody's game right now because it's a 1-1 set game, but right now Adrian, I think, has the momentum after a dominant second set.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a tightly contested affair heading in. Bulldogs 7-5 record so far in the year. Trine are 6-5, so comparable records. And Trine was, as we mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, ranked 4th in the MIAA preseason poll. Bulldogs were ranked 5th, so you get the feeling these teams will be neck and neck as the season progresses.
Yeah, and it's going to be great between these two teams. I don't know if they visit each other again. It doesn't look like it, but Adrian's got Alma next, and Alma was below them, and Olivet after that, and Albie, and then Kalamazoo, Calvin, and Hope, and St. Mary's as well. So they're going to have a lot of teams to look out for in the MIAA.
Absolutely. This is the part of the season where the rubber really meets the road. Meaningful games in MIAA play after they got geared up with some not preseason, but some interconference tournaments early on in the year. And the first set starts off with the fault from Haley Farrell. Trine taking the lead. The storyline so far has been whoever has taken an early lead in the set has not conceded it. Trine came out hot in the first. Bulldogs responded early in the second, and neither relinquished their advantage. But Bulldogs answered back with a point of their own, tied up 1-1.
I really like to see that, and unfortunate for Trine, it went out of bounds, but it was just a good between both teams. It's been competitive all night, like we've said, and here in the third set, 1-1 early. There's a lot of time left.
Service from Cox. And that one was wide left for Lena Cox. 2-1 Trine, as Battle will replace Campbell for the Thunder. Trine Thunder, located in Angola, Indiana, 67 miles or an hour and 20-minute drive southwest of Adrian College. Coming up short that time was Amber Morris. Trine up 3-1.
It's actually just a real easy drive to Trine. It's either you go down M52 here from Adrian and go right on one of the Ohio roads and all the way over to Angola, or you go down that turnpike.
This time it's Trine committing the fault. Yeah, just real beautiful campus down there in northern Indiana, close to the Michigan border. It's down there a couple of seasons ago for actually at Trine's hockey rink. They have a beautiful facility, and Adrian actually playing a series with them this week. They'll travel down to Angola, Indiana, the Adrian hockey team that is, to take them on tomorrow night before hosting them on Thursday.
And you know, it's actually very similar. The Thunder Ice Arena is very similar to Arrington. If you look at the structure, it's very similar, and it's kind of like home down there still. I've been to a hockey game there, but it's just a lot of features are the same.
Absolutely. Great facilities both on Adrian's campus and Trine's. As Feldman able to get it over, that took a bounce off of the head of Olivia Jolliffe. And Bulldogs up 4-3 now. Conceded the first point, but a couple of lead changes here early on in the third set. Women's volleyball action here for you on ACTV. Calvin Keys with Brett Carlisle, and Catherine Dobies with the kill. Great atmosphere, as we've mentioned, here at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. First home women's volleyball game of the season. Serve coming from Van Kalker. Set from Farrell. Feldman, strong contact. Getting down for it was Cornell. And another miscue on the attack from Dobies ends the volley. 5-4 Adrian. Serving now is Maddie Peters. Great dig that time from Cox. Just getting it over. Set by Cornell. And kill for the Thunder. Makes it a tie game. Two new bodies coming on. Jocelyn Battle and Madison Dominic in replacement of Bethany Ulring and Kaylee Cornell. Served forwards. Farrell set. Thunder keep it alive. Attack from Dominic is far out of bounds. Adrian back with the lead.
And that was beautiful by Adrian to not touch that ball. I saw a lot of hands just go up like right quick next to their shoulders, and it was good of Adrian not to touch that ball.
Great discipline from the Bulldogs as Dominic, her drop shot attempt met the net. Jamie Wozniak shouting out marching orders for her team. She's in her 13th season as head coach of the Thunder. So 2 veteran coaches on the bench for both sides tonight. David Kwan for the Bulldogs and Jamie Wozniak for the Thunder.
Adrian College really showing some toughness here. Up 3 points now. Could we see a pull away, or is Trine going to come back with the points of their own?
Crowd getting loud, showing their support. Trying to provide whatever advantage they can for the home team. Played backwards by Battle awkwardly. Another somewhat awkward dig from Doro. Chance this time, and Dobies finds the finish after some struggles early on in the third set.
That's what you like to see from Trine, coming back with a point of their own to get the serve back. We're going to see if they can try to make this a tie game against the Bulldogs and possibly even take the lead.
Still just a 2-point difference in the set. As again, floor being dried slightly. Perspiration gathering on the hardwood. Serve came from Rachel Campbell. This attack comes from Doro. Beautiful dig from Battle. Back across. Sent upwards by Manjaris. And
an illegal hit.
Miscue from Trine. A legal hit.
That's what I saw from my standpoint, I believe. That's why the whistle came so quickly. And it's unfortunate, but Adrian now back with the serve.
Yep, call was clear for the referee that occasion. Kayla Chan, the freshman, serves it. Battle, played up, Farrell poking it over. Great improvisation there from the Bulldogs player. And Anna Lockery scores the point for her team. Lockery, a junior out of West Bloomfield, Michigan. Actually, a lot of Michiganders on this Trine team out of Angola, Indiana, remarkably enough. I think it just speaks to how close of proximity the school does have to the state of Michigan.
Yeah, school is only 20 miles over the border. I do love Trine's campus too, though. They do a really good job there. A lot of MIAA schools, you just see when you go to their campuses, they're all just so beautiful.
Adrian sent that one out of play. Their lead cut to just 1 point now. Narrow margins as Query plays it across. Set by Farrell. Attack from Doro. Beautiful dig from Battle. Lockery puts it over. Farrell for Johnson. Just outside. Adrian making an appeal in their favor, but doesn't look like they'll win this argument. As Cheka Query prepares to serve. Farrell, Johnson. Point Bulldogs regain their lead.
That was beautiful by Johnson. She knocked it really far back there, and not a chance for trying to not even close for trying to return it.
One player who stood out to me is the libero wearing black for Adrian. 2021 All-MIAA second team choice, Maya Manjaris. Had 454 digs for the Bulldogs last season and certainly building her tally this year in this game. She's been seemingly omnipresent all over the floor, getting down for every loose ball as Trine sends it out. 11-9 Adrian in the third set. Trine won the first set 25-23. Adrian captured the second 25-16. So the game will hinge on this third set. Faults off the serve from Farrell, as we'll see the re-entry of Kaylee Cornell and Bethany Ulring. Happy you've joined us here on Adrian College TV. Calvin Keys here along with Brett Carlisle, performing double duties as color guy / director, wearing a lot of hats for us tonight. Forrest Bernier working the camera. All Adrian College students here bringing you the action as Trine levels the score yet again. First game of MIAA conference play for Adrian. First home match for them as well. Bit of a lull in the action. Probably the quietest I've heard this place all night, Brett. It's been rocking.
Yeah, it has been rocking in here. It's great to see. We kind of have a student section that's grown. I know, Adrian, here we don't really have that much of a student section, but I know they've tried to do it in the past, and it's showing now.
Yep. It's always interesting. So many athletes here at Adrian, so it's always cool to see the different teams supporting each other. A lot of them out here tonight. Timeout called as we'll head to a brief break. Trine taking the lead 12-11 in the third set.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs.
Welcome back to Adrian College TV's coverage of women's volleyball. Adrian taking on Trine, Calvin Keys, Brett Carlisle, here with you in the Marilat. 12-11 score in Trine's favor, led by their head coach, Jamie Wozniak. 2014, she helped the team achieve a 24-6 record, and the Thunder appeared in the NCAA regional rankings for the first time in program history. It's the best season she's had during her tenure. 2010, she was awarded the 30 Under 30 award, giving her recognition as one of the top up-and-coming coaches in the U.S. under the age of 30. During her college career, she played at Michigan Dearborn as an outside hitter and was named to the WHAC All-Conference team in 2006. Has coached with the Victors Volleyball Club program and was also assistant for a while at her alma mater, Michigan Dearborn, now here at Trine, and really doing some great things over the last 12 seasons. Nationally recognized college volleyball coach, so the Thunder very lucky to have her on their staff.
Yeah, both these coaches just so successful, and a lot of talent out on the floor from both these coaches, coaching these ladies, and that's why it's a 12-11 game. Trine up by 1 here in the third set. It's 1-1. We got a lot of volleyball left.
Absolutely. Any idea what that stoppage was for? A bit of confusion.
I have no clue, to be honest.
Adrian somehow keep it alive. They'll get some congratulations from the crowd, showing their appreciation for a marvelous play. And they'll come away with the point.
And that's really beneficial for Adrian after that.
Those are the kind of moments that a set can hinge on, right?
Yeah, that rally right there in front of the net. They kept doing I forget what it's called, honestly. I forget the term, but they kept keeping it in sequence, and then they finally got the point at the end.
That was such an amazing play. It even got our camera guy fired up. Trine plays it across. Set by Farrell. Feldman. Again, just too much power for the freshman out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Change being made. Jocelyn Battle in for Rachel Campbell. We've seen Battle and Campbell rotated a great deal along with the rest of Trine's personnel. Trying to keep their team fresh here as this game continues on. What could be a lengthy affair with the way these two teams are going at it. Van Kalken just got enough of it. Farrell set for Morris. Another point for Adrian. Taking the lead, 14-13. Excuse me, tying it up at 13 apiece.
You know, our big slogan here is hashtag Bigs Dogs Barking, and the crowd is really showing that.
Yeah, a lot of barks going up from the student section. Fits the theme here at Adrian College. The Bulldogs taking on the Thunder. Farrell Adrian keeps it alive. Block does not count as a hit, so that will not be a double hit violation against Trine. Feldman again took a hard carom. Racing after it was Cornell. Back across and out of bounds. Bulldogs are barking here at the Marilat, up 14-13.
Yeah, and that was just a mistake by Trine. They had everything set up. I think one of them called for it, and she just got a little bit anxious. She wanted to get it over the net, and obviously it came in Adrian's favor as it went out of bounds.
Farrell set high in the air. Morris
Oh, what a beautiful spike.
gets the kill.
That was a beautiful setup, too. She was ready for that one. And I just dropped it right into the center of Trine's zone.
One thing I am fascinated by with this Adrian team, David Kwan, their head coach, is more of a quiet, steady presence, while their assistant coach, Parker Signs, he's constantly on the edge of the boundary, ordering instructions to his team, trying to cheer them on. It's really an interesting trade-off how they fulfill different roles on this team, but they work together so well.
That's really good by both of them, honestly, because opposites attract. David Kwan, more quiet coach, but can be loud at times. And Parker, great coach, always energetic, and that's what they need on a team. So it kind of just balances each other out.
Bulldogs up 16-14. 2-point lead here in the third set. Delivering the service, Maddie Peters. Trine somehow able to make up for the error from Battle. Morris trying to hammer it. Farrell. Morris a second go at it. Dig from Jolliffe. Over from Victor. And just a bit outside there off the hands of Chan. Had a lot of room over on that side. Wasn't a bad option, but went outside those white boundary lines. Stoppage in play right now. Remarkably enough, Adrian has struggled against Trine over the years. 7-22 all time against the Thunder, dating all the way back to 2007. But doing well so far, up 16-15 in this third set with the sets tied at 1-1. Minjaris, Farrell, Morris, dig from Jolliffe. Great attack from Query. Bulldogs prevent the score for the Thunder. Back over again. Under it is Cox. Morris over. Van Kalken now on for Dobies. Morris off the arms of a blocker. Another lengthy volley here in this third set. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Adrian really has won more of these lengthy volleys.
You stole the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say that Adrian has done more on those lengthy volleys, and that's really beneficial for them.
Their endurance has been impressive. Able to outlast the opposition. 17-15 in the third set. The home team, Adrian, on top at the moment. Morris serves it over. Downward kill from Query. Didn't leave any doubt in that attack.
It's going to be a point by the Bulldogs, though, because she had net interference.
Interesting turn of events. So Query's nice play negated. 18-15 Adrian. Morris. Service. Set by Battle. Bulldogs trying to block it. Play stays alive. Minjaris nudges it over. This time the kill from Query will count.
Yeah, nothing you can do there. And I mean, it was all Trine on that one with that spike.
Was extra careful to keep her arm away from the net that time. Adrian 18, Trine 16 in the third set. From the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, women's volleyball action. Pushed over by Battle. Back across, and just the slightest of touches, but it was enough from Mallory Doro. Now Emma Thackeray will come in. And she'll serve right off the hop. Thackeray. Over. Set by Battle. Trine playing it back across. Looking to return it was Peters, but didn't quite work out. Minjaris will make a return, accompanied by Kayla Chan. Checker Query. Serving yet again. A bit of a hefty error there, and she'll hear it from the crowd as Trine goes down 20-17. The noise level in here certainly has to be playing a factor, Brett.
Well, yeah, and I mean, having home crowd advantage is really beneficial, especially against this really conference rival in Trine. And they just got a nice bounce off the net there. That was beautiful.
Don't know if Haley Farrell planned that out, but worked out for her.
Trine's going to call timeout here.
Trine calls timeout to try and stop the bleeding here in the third set. We'll be back with the conclusion after this.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Back at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center on the campus of Adrian College here on Adrian College TV. Calvin Keys accompanied by Brett Carlisle. Forrest Vernier operating the camera tonight. Bulldogs fell to Trine 25-23 in the first set. Won the second 25-16 and making a bid to win back-to-back sets here in the third. Up 21-17 at the moment. Brett, what do they need to do to close it out here?
Well, they got the serve, right? They need to capitalize on this serve. They don't need to get in any trouble. They're only up 4 points, and that can easily be come back by the Thunder, so they got to be careful here.
Time to take care of business if you're Haley Farrell, set to serve, and the rest of the Bulldogs. Farrell sends it over. Poor error from Van Kalker.
Yeah,
22-17.
I don't know if that was going to go out or not, but it was going to be tough to determine. So, honestly, I would say it was a good play by Trine, but obviously you'd rather just set the ball than anything.
Bit of a lapse in concentration again from the Thunder. Trine coming forward again. Set by Farrell. And the attempt from Mallory Doro is blocked. Trine trying to make up the deficit here, down 4.
Like I said, Adrian's got to be careful. Only up 4. They have 3 points to go, though, for this set. They're ever so close. They just got to close it out.
Trine bench, trying to encourage their team here. Trying to put together a late set comeback. Things are all square at 1-1 at the moment, so really pivotal for both sides to try and win this set and take the lead in the game. Farrell sent high for Feldman. Under it is Cornell. Another attempt from Ulring. Great finish from Mallory Doro again. Bulldogs on the verge of winning their second set.
Yeah, and winning this second set is crucial for both teams because it brings momentum into this fourth set, and that can really seal the deal. I'm sorry, I kind of said that weird.
It happens. Kaylee Cornell. Minjaris took a serious shot to put her body on the line for the team. Set again by Cornell. Great dig again from Cox. Sent back over. Trine keeps the play going. Minjaris again. Farrell. Third hit comes. That time from Morris. Still we continue. Long volley here. And again, Adrian outlasting the opponent, showing off their conditioning. That time it was Destiny Johnson.
And it forces a great set point for Destiny Johnson. I mean, it couldn't have been more pretty. Throwing it right at the, spiking it right at the opponent. She had nothing to do. She was caught off guard. So 24-18.
Lena Cox back over.
Beautiful.
And that's how the set will end. Bulldogs up 2-1. That was an ace from Lena Cox. She's fired up. Crowd's fired up. Great momentum and energy behind this Bulldogs team. Can they carry it into what could be a decisive fourth set? We'll find out after the break.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Back at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, Bulldogs have won back-to-back sets here on their home turf after falling in the opening set. Looked like it might be a long night for Adrian after Trine beat them 25-23 in the first, but then Bulldogs followed it up with 25-16 and 25-18 victories. Pretty decisive, but job's not finished. Job finished, Brett?
No, job's not finished at all. And you're up 2-1. You're on your favorite side where you've won the second set, so this is a perfect opportunity to take this game here in the fourth set and send the Thunder back home to Angola.
You wonder if maybe it's a bit of a revenge tour for the Lady Dogs. They were swept by the Thunder during the regular season last year, and Trine also ended their season, the MIAA quarterfinal, in 5 sets. So, you know, maybe a chance to get some revenge after Trine beat them twice last year.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd like to see a little bit of revenge, honestly, if I'm not being too biased, but it's just good to see a series that goes back and forth all the time and not just one team that wins consecutively.
Above all else, it's just been great volleyball action. I mean, some of the volleys we've been treated to, Adrian coming out on top the majority of the time, but just some great plays, great resilience, great athleticism, and some of the best aspects of the sport of volleyball on display here tonight at the Marilat.
Getting ready for this fourth set. Trine starting out the serve.
It's kind of desperation mode now for Trine. They're down 2-1. If Adrian gets the next 25 points, they would seal the W. Still a long ways away from that, however. Battle is blocked. Dig from Cox. Farrell. Feldman too low.
I mean, this is how it started out, though. Adrian didn't start out hot, and then they came back and tied it up, and then they took the lead by 3, went back and forth, and then they finally pulled away. That was the past 2 sets, actually.
Jocelyn battle. Dug by Cox. High in the air. Just a miscommunication. Not something you like to see if you're a Bulldog volleyball fan, and hopefully they can get that kink worked out moving forward. Trine up 2-0. Battle is over. That's 3 digs in a row for Lana Cox. Big block from Trine. They have the first 3 points of this 4th set. Bit of some extra motivation after falling in 2 consecutive sets. Need to win this one to keep the game going. Jocelyn battle. Manjaris. Amber Morris on the attack. Light tip from Dominic that was initially blocked. Trine gets it back over. Eventually, Destiny Johnson, the skyhook. Hit back over. Great angle there from Battle. Morris returning it. Keeping it alive is Cox, who's been all over the place, getting under the ball for her team. And Trine plays it out. I'd like to see the advanced statistics, but I feel as if every volley that's been on each half 5 or more times, I think, has gone to Adrian so far. Trine's been more of a quick hitting team, if you will.
Yeah, and Trine with an early start to 3 points, and now look at Adrian coming back, prevailing, getting the serve back, and that's where they've capitalized. They worked on it. I guarantee you Coach Kwan talked about that in the huddle. They need to work on their serve, and look what they did. They fixed the error, and now they're only down by 1.
Resiliency, conceding the first 3 points, but they weren't phased. Coming back here, I think Jocelyn Battle may have hit the net as she attempted the attack, and it's a tie game. Trine won the first 3, and then Bulldogs won the next 3. Manjaris serving. Hits the net. Fault from Maya Manjaris.
Very rare for Manjaris to commit an error like that, but she's working the kinks out still and she's doing great at her job at libero. So
yeah, I'll definitely agree with you. She's one of the most consistent Bulldog players we've seen tonight. And libero, just such an important position. Sometimes a thankless job. You don't get the glory of the kills and the stunning attacks, but without the libero, hard to have success. As Adrian generates some there. 4-4. Neither team letting the other out of their sight. Back and forth action in the 4th set. Peters. Serve coming in. Van Kalken. Brilliant attack from Madison Dominic. Now Casey Van Kalker to serve this one. Sophomore defensive specialist out of Dyer, Indiana, sends it straight out. Five now. Amber Morris, junior from Rochester Hills. Serve comes in. Bending low for it was Van Kalker. And the kill attributed to Olivia Jolliffe. Jams it home. Checking out now, Madison Dominic and Jocelyn Battle. 2 new players in for Trine, as they lead 6-5. Calvin Keys, Brett Carlisle here with you on ACTV. Bulldogs with a 2-1 set lead. And now it's tied 6-6, courtesy of Mallory Doro.
That was a beautiful kill by Doro.
Doro returning this season after leading the squad with 223 kills on 715 attacks, averaged 2.35 kills per set, and recorded 38 blocks, which was second on the team. So contributed in multiple categories for Adrian. Johnson and Farrell forming a brick wall. Great crowd tonight. Blackout, the student section theme. Emma Thackeray playing it over. Farrell sets. Morris could not get it over that time. Manjaris as well as Chan will come back in, replacing Thackeray. And actually, Chan will be coming out. First home game for Adrian. Can they get the win? They'll get some help there. Fault from the Trine Thunder. Jolliffe put too much power behind that serve. Adrian leads by 1, 8-7. Farrell to give it a go. Brilliant serve. Caught Van Kalker up high a bit awkwardly. Manjaris set coming. Johnson blocked. Manjaris stooping low. Keeps it alive. Back over. Played across that time by Ulring. Adrian working their way back into the field of play. Feldman helping out Johnson. One of the best digs we've seen tonight from Maya Manjaris. Will continue on. Push forward. Dig Farrell. Manjaris high in the air. That one blocked. And one of the first times we've seen Trine come out on top at the end of a lengthy volley. A confidence booster for the team in the navy blue.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. Adrian been on top of those all night long. Trine finally getting one to go their way, but unfortunately Adrian just couldn't prevail.
Check a query. Trine in the navy blue, Adrian in the whites. All square at 8 in the fourth set. Bulldogs with a 2-1 set lead. A third one would seal a victory. And Feldman's attack, too hot to handle for Query. Personnel changes. Cox replacing Doro. Led the team in kills last season, as we mentioned. Haley Farrell, another player that's done really well, 26 aces, 781 assists, and 268 digs in 2021. Brilliant dig there from Lena Cox. Nearly an impossible play to make, but she made it look easy. Trying the pancake was Farrell. In the end, Trine able to score, and really just neither team pulling away, staying with each other, 9-9. Back and forth action, a teeter-totter of momentum here, Brett.
Yeah, and it's a good fourth set here. Trine really staying in this. They're really fighting hard to close out Adrian, and it's going to be tough for the Thunder, but both teams, actually. I should say it's going to be tough for both teams.
This is a dogfight in the fourth set. One team trying to win it, the other trying to stay alive. As that ball will roll back into the equipment room. Desperate effort from Adrian that came up short. Serve coming in for the Thunder, courtesy of Jocelyn Battle. Under it, Cox. Feldman just squeaked that attack over. Off the hands of Finnegan.
Man, she's got to be careful with that, as it just barely got over. And a scary position there, but came out with the point.
Not something you want to make a habit of, hitting it right into a blocker in that fashion. Feldman prevented the ball from getting over that time. 11-10, Adrian. David Kwan and Parker Signs urging their team on. They need 14 more points to capture this fourth set. Set high in the air. Too much heat that time. Catherine Doby's knocking it out.
Doby's, I tell you what, she would have lowered it just a little bit more. I was going to see a timeout. But if she would have lowered that one a little bit more, that would have been a point for Trine.
Plenty of open court there, wasn't there? Timeout called by the visitors, Trine. And about a minute, we'll be back with the continuation of fourth set action on Adrian College TV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Back at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, Calvin Keys alongside Brett Carlisle on Adrian College TV. Quick summary of how this match has gone so far. Trine came out hot, won the first set 25-23. Adrian countered with a 25-16 second set victory. Followed it up with a confident 25-18 third set W. And that's how things stand here in the fourth set, with the Bulldogs leading narrowly 12-10 in their first home match of the season. What stood out to you so far, Brett?
Well, Calvin, what I've really seen from Adrian is the adversity. They haven't let anything slip away, and this is the best I've ever seen this Bulldog team play. And I mean, I haven't watched the volleyball team that much, so I don't really have a big opinion on it, but they've been playing so well and so organized. And Coach Kwan has done a great job recruiting and really building a relationship with these girls, and it's really shown.
Yeah, we've really been waiting for a while for this first look at the Bulldogs. They've already played 12 matches this season, finally playing at home, and they haven't disappointed, have they, Brett?
No, they have not, and I really enjoy watching this. I'm going to have to come out for more of these volleyball games, honestly. Only 3 more home games, and we got quite a break after this Saturday, but until October 26th, so good point there by Adrian.
Kayla Chan with a key block makes it 13-11. Last weekend, Bulldogs traveled to Hanover, Indiana for the Hanover College Tournament. On Friday, lost to Hanover 3-2 and then swept Westminster. On Saturday, they bested Kenyon 3-2 and then fell to Berea, 3-2 for a 2-2 record on the weekend. They were 500 last weekend. Can they get the win tonight?
Oh,
they'll get a point there.
Such a beautiful kill right into the face of Trine, and
textbook.
She couldn't handle it.
And that's the crowd chanting out that the player with the kill is just a freshman. As we get an ace there.
Coming out of a timeout, and it's Trine's timeout too. Adrian coming out, firing on all cylinders.
Absolutely. Still a long way to go between Adrian and a victory here tonight. Sent back across by Amber Morris. Trying to tip it over. Morris blocked it. Set by Farrell. Morris on the attack. Van Kalker across. And Olivia Jolliffe is blocked. Kayla Chan, the freshman out of Lake Orion, stuffing her Trine opponent. Thunder call another timeout. All Adrian so far in the fourth set. Need 9 more points here.
We'll just stay here. This is an intense matchup. Intense. And Adrian coming out of that Trine timeout and scoring, 6 straight points, 5 straight points, and then causing Trine to call another timeout, as they made him use it early too. So if Adrian needs to, they can call 2 more timeouts because they still have 2 to go. So it's actually beneficial for Adrian College right now.
Yep, they're able to catch their wind and didn't seem to break up their momentum one bit. Kept on trucking. Up by 5 right now. If you're just joining us, Bulldogs leading 2-1 going into this fourth set. So if they win this one, it would end the game. Adrian will win as crowd sings along to Sweet Caroline here, Brett. We all know what comes next.
Sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. I just love it. The crowd is getting energetic here. Adrian 9 points away from a victory if they can hold on to it.
Classic song. Nothing like Sweet Caroline to raise morale here going down the stretch in the fourth set. That won't be the loudest cheer we hear tonight if the Bulldogs can get 9 more points here in the fourth. Maddie Peters played across and out. A fault.
And that's not going to hurt you too much because honestly, there was no long volley. Maddie Peters couldn't have actually picked a better time to fall if she needed to, so it really didn't bring any momentum. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Need to shake it off and keep going, and that they do. Kayla Chan, she's on a roll. Another kill there, rather. Kayla Chan, as the crowd reminds us, only a freshman out of Lake Orion. The middle hitter has put in a strong showing in her first home game here at Adrian. Another block by Chan. (18-12) Bulldogs. Maya Toma replacing Olivia Jolliffe for Trine. Play whistle dead. Morris, I think, served it while Trine was still making the substitution. She apologized pretty quickly. She's eager to put some more points on the board for her team, I guess.
Yeah, she is, and just a little mistake. Just having fun out there. You're really excited, and you're up 2-1, up 18-12 in the fourth set. So
Farrell played high. Smacking it forward is Doro. 19-12 Adrian.
And right now, Trine just has no answer. They really can't get anything going. Adrian just killing that ball and attacking it well. Another ace.
Unreturnable serve from Amber Morris. 20-12.
Trine, no timeouts left, so they got to really bounce back if they want to get back into this.
Set by Battle. Spiked there. Madison Dominic, the outside hitter.
That was well needed for Trine right there.
Breath of fresh air, as you said, for this Thunder team that's struggled. Continue on, Brett. My apologies.
No, you're good, and that was just a beautiful kill. Trine, that was what they needed, momentum, a little momentum. Maybe they can get back into this game.
Break up what's been a feel-good fourth set for Adrian. Underneath that one was Peters, sent across. Sealed, stamped, and delivered by Mallory Doro. Doro leading again. 223 kills last year. She's had several tonight. Led the team in kills last season. Wouldn't be surprised if she led the Bulldogs in that category this evening as well. Bulldogs salvage it after a momentary error from Thackeray. Light touch by Query. Played up. Doro. Somehow Trine manages to keep this volley going. Johnson knocked down and flexes on him.
Wow. 3 points to go for the Bulldogs.
Up by 9. Things looking good for the Bulldogs. Wonder if Wozniak will call a timeout here. Still has 2 left. Across. Dig from Morris. Mallory Doro stays hot. She's heating up.
2 points now. Trying no timeouts. They got to find something to get back into this game if they want to stay alive. Adrian all in control.
Back over by Toma. Farrell. She's the setup master. Putting her teammates in favorable positions. That time a miscue from Mallory Doro. A rare mistake in what's been a near perfect outing for the junior out of South Haven. 2 more points. All that's required with the Bulldogs up 2-1. If they win this 4th set, that would mean 3 consecutive set victories after losing in the first. Can they finish it? Destiny Johnson, now they're 1 away. Set point as well as match point. There was a tangible shift in momentum late on in that first set. It was all Trine, and they ended up winning the first set, but the Bulldogs provided some pushback, and from there, it's been all Adrian College. Haley Farrell serving it. This crowd getting ready to erupt. Bulldogs 24-14. Deep in Trine territory. Can they get it back over? Miscommunication. They hit it out. Bulldogs win. Bulldogs take it 3-1. Crowd up on their feet. Standout performance by Adrian. Trine won the first set, but from there, Adrian took over. Phenomenal showing from this Adrian women's volleyball team in their first home match. Trine took the first set 25-23. Adrian took the second 25-16, took the third 25-18, and took the fourth 25-14. Their most confident showing. Brett, they took care of business here.
Yeah, really took care of business, and that was a beautiful outing by Adrian, winning 3-1. Couldn't have asked for a better game for them. Let's just highlight a couple players, Calvin. I know you, Chan, did amazing.
Mallory Doro did really well. Really, it was just a team effort. Destiny Johnson, a couple of key kills there at the ends. And Bulldogs belting out their alma mater right now. They fed off the raucous crowd tonight, and the noise is at an all-time high in here. Phenomenal atmosphere inside the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center.
Yeah, and singing our fight song. And just a beautiful scenery. Congratulations to the Lady Dogs. That was a great outing. Congratulations to the Trine Thunder, too. They played hard all night long and just came up short. Adrian taking 3 straight sets after Trine took the first one tonight. After Trine ended Adrian's season last year, the Bulldogs take it here tonight, 3-1. That'll do it here from the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. Adrian Bulldogs topple the Trine Thunder. On behalf of our entire crew, I'm Calvin Keys. Have a great Tuesday night.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.